welcome back.
Yo, it's been a while. Wait, is it recording?
Yeah, it is. This is episode 7, everyone. Thank you for being here. Thank you for waiting for
Thank
us.
you for hanging in there.
to the one or two people that asked, hey, where's episode 7? Thank you. It means a lot to us.
Yeah, there was somebody that commented on my Instagram. It was like, when am I going to hear your voice on a podcast? Today.
We're back. And let's, I guess, explain why we were gone.
Yeah, we haven't even really talked to each other. We've been saving it for the content.
Yeah. So go on. What have you been up to?
I missed my flight. I went to Maui. I went for a week. And I missed my flight the first time. I slept in, which was just perfect. So I had to, like, call Hawaiian at, like, 9 in the morning, just, like, sobbing, like, please, like, what do I do? I have to get a new flight. And they were like, well, yeah, you do. So then I did. I went out on Sunday. And then Maui was fucking amazing. I mean, it's beautiful. I visited. Shout out to Claire for hosting me. It was beautiful. And yeah, I, like, went scuba diving. I saw fishes in the ocean. I went surfing and got, like, sea urchin spines in my foot. I met up with this guy from Tinder, and he, like, took me to a waterfall. And that was really amazing. And he was super sweet too, like such a gentleman. He asked me to kiss me, like, as we were just, like, looking at the sunset. He was like, well, I feel like I should ask to kiss you. And I was just like, wow, how refreshing. Just, like, you know, like,
I don't know about that. I don't know if that's refreshing. I remember the last time that somebody did that to me. He doesn't need a name, but this is in the apartment right here. Came and kissed. He was like, hey, can I kiss you? And I was like, I don't know about that. And then it was just really awkward because he was already leaning in kind of to kiss me. And then it was like, oh, okay. Like, I don't know. I think everything is cute when you like the person.
no, I know.
That's why.
Well, okay.
I feel like when it's the person you don't like them, it's just kind of like, ew, like, no, why'd you even ask that? Like, the moment's not right. Why'd you even ask that?
No, that was kind of the thing. I kind of did feel like I wished he would have just gone for it, like, earlier. Like, I feel like we were, like, when we were, like, in the waterfall and stuff, we were, like, in the water, and I feel like that would have been, like, the perfect time, because they're, like, I don't know, it's just such a, like, picturesque, like, scenic moment. But I don't know. I also was just like, wow, he's not just, like, this masher guy who's just, like, taking me out to the middle of nowhere to, like, trap me here.
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't get murdered.
That was a big win, you know? Like, I was like, he took me out to this, like, area with no service in the middle of a waterfall, like.
I've been watching way too many true crime stories. Like, I watched the Ted Bundy series. Like, I've seen way too many recently. And I think that we're just so damn trusting that we go off with these people like this. Like,
yeah, like, I know,
it's a start to every murder story, you know? I just got into some guy's car. I just, like, decided to go with him to the waterfall.
I feel like I was thinking about that the whole time, but
you never hear these stories. Like, as in they never make it to the light of day, because these girls don't come back from these stories. That's why. Oh, man.
Yeah, so, but thankfully, yeah, he wasn't a serial killer. He's a nice guy. But yeah, it was amazing experience.
Are you gonna see him again? What was the, like?
I don't know. I mean,
what was the purpose of going on a date with someone in Hawaii?
I honestly, because I wanted to explore. Like, I wanted to get out and, like.
Like, was it for sex or was it just for, like, company? Was it for?
No, it was just to, like, honestly, to go explore Maui. Like, I feel like I was.
Like, didn't you have, like, other company to do that with? Like, what?
I mean, it was kind of like, I don't know. I was staying with Claire and she was working and, like, you know, living life there. And, like, I just, like, you know, didn't want to, like, I don't know. It just. You know, it was like I was hanging out with people that all live there and have jobs and do stuff every day there, so they don't always have free time to just, like, spend with me, you know? So I was like, I don't know. And I don't know, it just ended up being really lucky. He lived there for a while and
showed you around.
Yeah, and it was perfect. And it was kind of what I, like, was looking for, just somebody to, like, go explore around with, like, that would go drive
There's no sex.
No.
All right, I'm not interested in the story. Why you wasted all of this time? How much time did we spend on this, and it doesn't end with a bang?
It doesn't always have to end.
Yes,
with
it
sex.
does. Yes, it does. Fuck this story. All right, moving on. Over Maui. So there's no banging in Maui. All right.
No, I wanted there to be, but I just feel like I don't know. I just feel like it
Why
never
didn't you
really
make the
lined
move,
up.
then?
I don't know. It just didn't feel like the right moment. like I don't know. I don't know how to. But
Interesting.
yeah, I don't know.
I think I smoked this entire joint by myself.
I mean, I smoked a lot at the beginning of it.
Okay, cool. Because, like, I just was, like, realizing that I've been holding on to that for a while. But, yeah. No, so after Maui, wasn't that, like, 2 weeks ago, or?
Yeah, I
how
mean,
long
then I
ago
came
was
back. Yeah, I guess now it's been 2 weeks.
Because I haven't seen you. When was the last time I saw you? Like, 3 weeks ago?
Well, then you went to the Bahamas.
When you got back, I was
Basically,
gone.
yeah, you, like,
Oh.
went out basically as I came back.
Right. So, I went on a couple of... So, no, I feel like I want to start off by saying I didn't want to date this year, really. Like, 2022, I feel like I kind of have eased off of the apps. In terms of, like, Tinder and Hinge dates, I don't think I've actually gone on... No, I don't think I've really gone on any Tinder or Hinge dates. Maybe, like, 1 or 2 this entire year. Which is, like, 5 months in. Which is very few considering, like, what I would previously be doing. I don't know how often or how many that was, but it felt like a lot more. You know what I mean? Where you maybe do 2 a month, 2 or 3 a month, like Hinge dates or Tinder dates, right? I feel like that's the
I
right
definitely was
number.
meeting people a lot more often the end of last year than I have at all this year.
Yeah, like I just feel like I've eased back from that. But anyways, so basically, how I ended up going to Coachella in the Bahamas and then San Francisco was. Basically, yeah, I guess that's why we haven't seen each other for 3 weeks. It started off with a Hinge date. No, it started off with a Hinge profile. So this Hinge profile, I thought it was, like, really douchey because it was, like, guy with 8-pack by the pool and sunglasses out, gazing longingly. I was like, all right, whatever, ew. You know that photo. And then it was just, like, a series of, like, you know, those, I feel like it was, like, what is it called? Gold digger trap profiles. You know what I mean? Where it's, like, flashy and stuff like that, where it's, like, focuses more on, like, the flashy stuff as opposed to the person.
Yeah.
You know those profiles. You see them, right? And then the Instagram was there, and then it was like, I have, like, backstage passes to Coachella. Like, let me know if you want to go. I'm looking for a permanent jet-setting partner.
Wait, what app was this again? Hinge or Tinder?
Hinge. This is
Okay.
Hinge. So this profile, I was just kind of like, oh my god, this is so cringe. I was like, this person is so incredibly cringe. And then, like, gave me a rose. I was like, you're so cringe. And then I, like, went onto their Instagram and I checked their profile and I saw that they were already at Coachella. So I was like, okay, like, that means, like, that they couldn't take me to Coachella even if they wanted to because they're already at Coachella. So I matched with them and I was like, isn't this surprising that somebody actually matched with you, not just to go to Coachella? Like, question mark? Because, like, I wanted to insult him. I was like, probably every single person that's ever matched with you just wants to go to Coachella, like, backstage or backstage access or whatever the fuck he wrote backstage access or something. So I was just like, aren't you glad? Because I matched with him just to kind of, like, what I wanted to happen in this scenario was I would kind of just wanted to poke fun at him. Like, is it enjoyable, really, like, going out with these girls that all they really want is, like, for you to take them places or, like, your money? You know, like, that was kind of what I wanted to come at him with. Like, really, like, just kind of make fun of him. And then his response to me was, you just made a typo. And I was just kind of like, all right, this person's retarded. Like, this is, I didn't understand what he meant by that. I was like, is this person stupid? And I think, like, our conversation just carried over to Instagram. I don't remember. The next thing I know, I'm on my way to a dinner date with him. I look like crap. I'm putting in, like, 0 effort because I'm like, what am I doing? I'm like, why am I even doing this, right? I'm going to go have dinner with this person. We go to an Italian restaurant because I told him I like Italian food. And he, like, did the whole old-fashioned thing, like, called an Uber to, like, pick me up and, like, take me to the restaurant. When I left, he, like, called me an Uber. This is all very, like, this and that. But, he wanted to sit side by side at dinner.
Oh, ew. Ew.
Like, what? Yeah, please explain this. Like, what would be your reaction?
Yeah, I'd be pretty uncomfortable if somebody like that was like when you first sat down to dinner the first time, or wait, when was this?
The first time we sat down to dinner, the first dinner we had with each other.
Yeah, that's
Like,
kinda weird.
mind you, I don't really remember much of this. Like, I was super high when I walked into, like, I did not want to go. I was literally going to cancel, but then I was hungry, and I was like, okay, I could be down for some, like, bomb food. I'm gonna be, like, somebody's gonna take me out to get some bomb food. It's gonna be free. I'm not gonna put too much effort into looking cute. Let's just go. This is the night when I went out with Spaceballs on my head. Like, full-blown Spaceballs. I was feeling, like, kind of, like, crazy. I don't give a fuck energy. Like, fuck you. You have a shit profile. Like, I was, like, just ready to kind of, you know, like, be an asshole. Not an asshole, but you know what I mean? Just kind of like a, sir, I'm going to help you. Like, I'm going to help you not be such a douche. Like, let me help you find a girl that will actually like you for you. Was kind of, like, what I was going into this with. But, yeah, the side-by-side thing. I want to hear your opinion on it. I can't get over this. We sat at a 4-person table, by the way. So it's like...
Okay, so wait. Where were you eating again?
At an Italian restaurant.
And it was like a booth situation?
No, it was not. It was like a regular old table with
just
4 singular chairs around the
and then
table.
he immediately like sat next to
yes,
you?
Yes, he sat next to me, and I was like, what's going on?
That's so weird. I feel like I always want to sit across because you want to like look at them and like talk to them and have conversation.
And then he was like, oh, it's more intimate, so we're like closer next to each other.
I feel like if you're at a club, maybe. Well, but if you're at like a restaurant, like a proper restaurant.
Yeah, it makes no sense, right? Like... Well, for me, the right situation for that is if we're sitting in a group of people.
Or, yeah, of course. If you're sitting with a group of people,
then I understand I sit next to my partner or whatever, and then I don't sit across them in that situation.
Yeah.
But, like, if it's just the 2 of us at a dinner,
yeah,
or even if it's 4 of us, I would actually prefer to sit, like, across from them. I don't know.
Like, I don't know. I think it depends. I think it depends on...
Yeah, the group, the situation.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that in the 4-person situation, it depends. But I was just like, what is going on? And then, I don't know, I proceeded to get pretty drunk. So, like, to be completely honest, I'm awful. I do not really remember much of the conversation that proceeded that night. I'm pretty sure I just probably talked the entire time, you know, as I do. I'm pretty sure I probably was just like, blah, 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 like the entire night. And I don't know how, but the next thing we know, we're in an Uber going to his. And so when we get to his... He couldn't find the location.
To his house?
Yeah. And then that was the moment when I realized he didn't live in LA. And then that was also kind of the moment where I was like, you see, like, how I said it's like a Mac Whale show? I don't think I learned anything about him during dinner. I think literally during dinner, we just had, like, a banter dinner. You know what I mean? Where you don't really talk about anything. It's just kind of, like, shooting the shit, like...
Yeah.
I don't even know what we talked about. I can't even remember. Anyways... at that point, I hadn't realized that he doesn't live in LA because he couldn't find his house, and I was kind of feeling a little sketched at this point. I was like, the fuck? Why can't this guy find his house? Where am I going? And then, like, we get there, and then there's, like, an Asian couple sitting down. There's, like, a girl, whatever. And then he takes me, like, up to his room because I thought that we were going to go, like, oh, maybe, like, chill with a group of people, you know, like his housemates or whatever. No, he, like, takes me up to his room and then onto the balcony to go smoke. And immediately I just felt kind of uncomfortable because I already know where this is going. You know what I mean? This is, like, the same old song and dance. Let me take you into my balcony. Let me close the door behind me. You know, like, oh, let's go out. Like, let's sit real close to each other and, like, let's smoke a joint. Oh, let me start, like, you know, feel it, like, you know, getting closer to you and trying to kiss you and stuff. And then immediately then I was just like, no, I'm not feeling this. Like, this is not the vibe. That's what I texted you to save me.
Oh, right.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, that was like when I was at the Paint My Pet class.
Oh, yeah, you're...
Yeah, I was like at a Paint My Pet class, and I was like, I think it was at the end, and I like called, what did I say? I was just like, yeah, my car broke down, can you come get me?
So I guess that he totally knows. Because, like, now, when he talks about it, he's like, yeah, and your friend's car broke down, with, like, air quotation marks.
I guess my acting wasn't very good.
Well, because I realized, like, you didn't tell me where you were, I think. You didn't give me an address. And then he was like, where are you going? So that he could input it in the Uber.
Oh, shit.
And then I realized it's retarded because if I'm taking the Uber to you, that means I don't have a car. And if I get out of the Uber, you know what I mean? I was just like, I'm a drunk bitch. And this alibi doesn't make any sense, actually. But yeah, thank you for the emergency call. We need a better like code word for it. Or it's just like a one-word text that I can send to you, and you just like call with an emergency. Like, oh my god, like.
I guess we shouldn't come up with it now.
Yeah. Maybe not announce it to the whole world. Well, I don't know. Like most people aren't gonna listen to this. Like I don't think that this guy's gonna listen to this.
You'd be surprised. You never know.
True, I guess.
You never know.
I guess my ex listens to it, so that's something. Oh, Harold listened to this.
Oh, yeah.
I totally forgot. Oh, my God. So, okay. A lot has happened, actually, since I've seen you. So, Thursday night was this dinner date with this guy, right? Oh, my God. He does need a name. I don't know what name to give him. Oh, my God. I think we need to, like, pause and give him a name. But first, I need to tell you. Then I saw Harold on Friday night. And Harold listened to this.
And Harold listened to...
What do you think Harold's reaction would be if he listened to all of our podcast?
I don't know. I mean, probably flattered because you talk about him a lot.
Yeah, is that what you think of me? Anything else?
I mean, you did say some mean things probably at some point about him, so I'm sure he's like, bitch.
Well, yeah, because Felix texted me. Felix listened to all of this. He texted me after he listened to the first episode. He was like, whoa, if I were him, I'd, like, be feeling like crap right now. But then again, that's Felix, and he's a little bitch, so. Love you. But, oh, yeah, so you saved me an emergency. I left, whatever. And I was just kind of, like, ick after the entire situation. I was just, like, ick, whatever, ew, like, not gonna see this person again.
Yeah.
Kind of, like, but I didn't want to, like, run out in a rude or mean way. That's why I needed the emergency call.
Yeah.
Do you see where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
Where it's, like, I didn't want to just be like, oh, ew, get off of me, bye. I just wanted it to be like, I could be open to exploring this, but you're really going to need to, you know, like, lay it on heavy a different kind of way. I don't know, I just didn't feel that, like, that attraction.
Yeah.
Like, you need to, like, make me attracted to you. Like, so far I'm not attracted to you. Like,
yeah.
You know, like, I don't feel the fireworks. Like, it's just kind of like, okay, you're another person that exists.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so then Friday I saw Harold, and I didn't see this person. This person wanted to hang out with me again on Friday. I told him, oh, like, I'm tired, sorry. Oh, I told him that we're recording the podcast. Such a great excuse. But then I think he actually went and checked out the podcast, and then there hasn't been a new episode in 3 weeks, so obviously no recording was ever done.
We both have not been present for here for 3 weeks.
Liars. So, yeah, I told him I was busy, and then Harold came over, and I slept with Harold.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think it felt good. I think I enjoyed myself, but I don't think, like, I came. I don't think I had an orgasm. And I'm like, maybe that's why. Maybe had I had an orgasm, I would have had, like,
You would have been, like,
feelings.
emotionally connected with him
Got
again.
emotion. But I feel
Those
like
fucking hormones would release, and you'd be like, oh my god, he's
so
won.
But I think the lack thereof, I was kind of just, like, not, like, underwhelmed, but just kind of like, okay, like, this happened. Because I remember when I said bye to him, I felt very just kind of like, all right, bye. Like, not like a, when am I going to see you next? Are you coming back? Like, you know, those kind of, like, thoughts or...
Yeah, no, I definitely get that.
Yeah, like, I don't know how to say that kind of, you know, where it's just kind of like, all right, bye. And you kind of forget about them.
Dude, that's kind of how I am with, like, Malcolm 2.0 now.
Really?
We've kind of, like, seen
Have you
each other.
seen him
Yeah.
since? When? Since you got back from Maui, or?
Well, yeah, and before that, because he came back.
Yeah.
And then...
When was this? How was it?
Huh?
How was it? So, wait, because I'm just wondering why you didn't mention it on the last one, or...
I'm trying to remember if I don't think I had seen him yet. I think, like, whenever we recorded the last one,
You were, like, kind of getting over
I think-
him already, but I don't think you were, like, quite, like, okay, no. Yeah.
But I
right?
did see him again, I think did I talk about it before?
I think you talked about, like, the last time you saw him, how you just weren't, like, oh my god, I like him anymore. Like,
Yeah, and I feel like it kind of, it's just, like, it's good to see him. Like, I enjoy being around him, but I'm also just, like,
meh.
Eh.
Like if you're gone, you're gone. If you're here,
Like,
you're here.
it's like I'm not gonna see you very much,
But
so I don't really.
That's what I realize. That's the beauty of things. Though that's what people should really be doing. Just enjoying the love in the moment of. And if it's like if we see each other again, great. Then let's make more great memories.
Yeah.
And if we don't, if we can't make that happen, then like let's not like then it doesn't happen. Like that's why I'm not gonna be like, whoa, let's hang out. Let's just like I'm just kind of if it's meant to be. That's the attitude. And I don't think that there should be this possessive, oh my God, I want to get to this later. The universal truth about love. I was having this debate, and I want us to, like, debate this out, but I'm going to get to this later. The universal truth of love. But before getting to that, no, I wanted to finish off the entire Harold thing. No feelings whatsoever. I was surprised that he listened to it, and yeah, he did feel flattered. You were spot on. He was flattered. He was like, oh, you love me, don't you?
I knew it. See, like, I know, just I've overheard him. I've overheard you, Harold. I've overheard you say the shit. Like, you love me so much. You love me so much.
So that was the response that I received, and I was surprised. I was like, oh. And then I joked. I was like, clearly you haven't heard the latest episode because I completely, like, drug you through the dirt. And I pretended that we just released one. Like, that, like, basically, like, on his way here or something. But, no, I guess it was maybe the lack thereof of the orgasm because there was nothing. I said bye. And it was just...
I'm pretty sure it's a thing. Like, women, like, release... There's, like, hormones or whatever that, like, make you feel bonded to somebody when they give you an orgasm. And that's why you just fall in love with them if they give you an orgasm. Like, it's fucked. and then you come out of it and you're like, wait, what? What came over me?
Oh, my God, I love it. Sorry, I'm so turned on.
What possessed me?
Like, but I still, like, I don't think an orgasm is always necessary, though. You know what I mean?
It's
like,
not always, but you have to really like them.
But I feel like, no, sometimes I just enjoy
Or, like,
the
really
act of
just,
sex.
I mean, yeah.
Sometimes sex is just, like, every single time, the in and out, it just feels fucking good.
No,
it's like,
yeah.
And it's fun. I feel like I never have an orgasm. It's just, like, that act of that. Like, obviously, an orgasm is wanted and loved and everything. But if it's, like, even if I don't get it, but the act of, like, having to, sometimes I'm okay with that. It's good enough. It's like,
No, yeah.
Even especially if like you're on something or you just like you know that you're not gonna come.
Yeah.
Or it's like it's fine if this is.
Oh, that's definitely true.
Yeah. Sometimes you just have that. You know, it's like I know I'm not like don't
Yeah.
even bother. Like we could be at this for 5 hours.
Dude, I've definitely been like that. Like if I'm like super drunk or something, sometimes I can't. I'm like I don't think I like.
Yeah. It's, no matter how hard.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
Exactly. But yeah, so no orgasm. It was fine. I think I don't know if I faked it. I can't remember. But it was fine. Said goodbye. Because last time he made a comment that I'm, like, always sad when he leaves. And I was thinking this time, I was like, I have zero feelings. Like, I literally could not care less when the next time I'm going to see you is. Just, I don't know why. I just felt so, like, you know, like, whatever. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. Oh, my God. I actually recorded and posted a video on TikTok that was like, this is, what was it? Like, when, you ask for like for the
what
so
when
high.
you think that the you think that you could do anything.
What was I when you ask to be put on the right path and life throttles you on it or some shit.
Oh, okay.
Like me,
some motivational.
Yeah. And it's like me in the taxi to go in the Uber to go to dinner with this guy, right? I don't even know why I posted. I just felt very like I'm on the right path moment. Because this was the start of the Coachella, the fucking Bahamas SF, like, you know, like the craziness, you know what I mean? Where I kind of just like called it, like I manifested it almost. Like,
yeah.
Dare I say.
Manifested.
Dude, I'm like queen of manifestation. Like everything you see here has been manifested. But, yes, you as well, Remy. You as well. What's happening? Oh, yeah. Then he was supposed to go to Coachella weekend 2, right? Like, crazy thing. He's going both weekends. And I still wasn't down because I think he already offered, like, oh, helicopter you or whatever. And I was just kind of like, no, I'm good. You know, it's too much of a trek to go out to Coachella. I'm too old for that. Like, you know what I mean? Coachella is takes so much out of you. Just the act of going there, like driving there. and the dirt and the desert and like the heat and then the cold and then
Yeah.
like the walking, like
It's
the
a
getting
lot.
drunk and the being hungover.
It's a lot. It's like a
Yeah,
marathon.
Exactly. The walking, there's a lot of walking. It's like it's a trek. You need like a camelback. People carry fucking a camelback to this because it's a fucking trek. Like
It's a desert, yeah.
Exactly.
You gotta drink water.
So that's why I was just really not like you need preparation, like mental. I was not in the space to do this. So yeah, not down. Anywho, Friday saw Harold, Saturday whatever. Then Saturday this guy texts me like, "Oh, I missed my flight. I'm still here." I kind of think he missed his flight for me. He probably didn't. And I'm probably just crazy. But I'm just going to pretend that he missed his flight for me. Because what a beautiful love story if he did, right? I can paint all these, you know me. I paint these love stories in my head. I idolize these. I take so much meaning into these small coincidences or accidents of these men as, like, love. Like, what is it? Breadcrumbs. I eat up these breadcrumbs of love. Oh, my goodness. But, yeah. So I believe that he missed his flight. Oh, shit.
How are we always knocking something over?
I don't know. We're just a mess. Two messes. But, yeah, he missed his flight, then asked to go to brunch. We went to brunch together. I have 4 or 5 mimosas. 4 or 5 mimosas in, I'm ready to take my clothes off, and I'm like, hey, let's go to Coachella. I'm like, fuck it. You want to go to Coachella? Because we were talking. He was like, yeah, we can go swimming at, like, the pool, because he was going to stay at the Edition. And I was kind of down, because I've never been to, like, the Edition's pool and stuff, and I know it's, like, a nice hotel. So I'm like, okay, I could be down to, like, just hang out by, like, a hotel for the weekend, you know? Staycation, down. But then, I don't know, like, a couple mimosas in, I was just like, all right, let's fucking go to Coachella. Because I think he told me that there were, I can't remember what like, made me like flip the switch and just suddenly want to go to something. He said something about something where I got excited. Maybe like, it was like, I think he showed me the villa or something that we'd be staying, or I think he said there were gonna be horses. I don't know. Something got me to be like, all right. I turned to him. I was like, let's go. Let's drive to Coachella. I'll drive. I was like, let's go. He's just hopping in the Miata. And it was just insane. I was really drunk. I packed in like 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes. Packed all my shit for Coachella. We made it there. I don't know. Coachella was not really Coachella. I went there for like 5 minutes. Took some drugs and didn't I already tell you? I think I already told you about this.
I don't think we were. No, I don't think so.
I didn't tell you about my Coachella experience?
Not really.
Oh. So yeah, we rented the car, drove out there, and I don't know how much of a tell-all this like podcast should be. Should it be like a tell-all? We should have like subscriber bonuses. That's even gonna be a thing. Hey guys, this is the talk of the monetization of this. But yeah, no, because there's like some like juicy details that I'm like, I don't know if it should be released to like public, like juicy.
Yeah.
Guys, this is juicy. Anywho, yeah, we drive out there. We get to this mansion. And I was like, oh, yeah, like I was going to go outside and talk to your friends. And he was like, oh, I don't even know everyone here. And I was kind of confused. I was like, oh, you don't know everyone here? I was like, what is this situation? Where are we staying? Like, why do I suddenly feel unsafe if you don't? And we arrived at night, right?
Is he a Tinder swindler?
Yeah. Because like, at this point, I still don't know. It could definitely be Tinder swindler situation. Like.
I know, it literally could be.
Mans had a ton of cash on him. He had literally he was like, oh, here, hold this, because he had to count $5,000 for the deposit for the Rolls Royce. He just had that in his backpack. He was like, here, help me hold this. Like, it was windy and the money was going to blow everywhere. It was like stacks of cash. I was like, what am I doing? I was really drunk. I was just like, what is going on? Like, what did I get myself into? Mind you, this is the second time that I met him, right? And I just agreed to drive off to Coachella with him. And, yeah. We're going off to Coachella. Everything's fine. Great dude. We're having a great car ride. Everything. Get to the mansion. He's like, oh, I don't even know everyone out there. Because I was like, oh, I'm going to go outside and just, like, you know, meet your friends. He's like, oh, I don't even know everyone out there. Okay. And as we're walking around the house, there's, like, a chef. This place is great, by the way. It's, like, gorgeous. It's a freaking massive estate with, like, a ton of, like, space. There's, like, horses and, like, fountains, swimming pool, like, everything. There's a game room, you know, all of the things. Grand dining room. And, yeah, so we're just staying there, and turns out it's actually like it's like a company retreat or something. So I was like felt really fucking weird because now I'm crashing a company retreat. Like these are all team members that work for the same company, and it's like I'm just gonna say it's like a crypto company or whatever. So like at this point I'm like crashing this like company party. Like okay. And in the morning, everyone's sitting at the dining room table. Everyone's like talking about like, but everyone's like got, you know, like their earpods and their computers. They're like clacking away, blah, blah, talking on the phone and like talking to each other about like stuff that I don't even understand, words that I don't even know. I don't even know what was happening. I'm just sitting there nodding. Day 2 Coachella. Yeah, no, so basically, oh yeah, at this point, I've only kissed the guy, right? And we're all the way in Coachella, and it's about to be our first night sharing a bed. And nothing happens. Attempts were made, but nothing happens. Night 3. Day 3. We finally go to Coachella. I lasted 5 minutes. I made your classic rookie mistake, which was I didn't eat anything all day. I started drinking. Drank quite a bit, got to Coachella, took some ecstasy. Within, like, we were dancing, everything was fine. We sat down, we were camping out, waiting for a spot camping out our spot for the weekend in, like, the VIP section. And freaking, yeah, I just looked at him and was like, I gotta puke. And I yacked all over the ground in front of us.
Damn.
And then immediately after, I was like, I gotta go. Like, I'm cold. Can we leave, please? And then we left. Then we got back. When we got back, apparently there was supposed to be a private concert at the mansion that night. Like, some DJ or something that was performing at Coachella was then gonna, like, come over and perform for us as, like, an after party.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Didn't even get up for that. Literally crawled into bed. Felt like so cold. Remember how cold we were that one time?
Yeah.
Like, last time when we did Coachella?
Yeah.
Like, it was just so incredibly cold, right? I think same thing we did. We didn't eat all day. I think the trick is to, like, eat a good, healthy meal, like, throughout the day.
Yeah, so you have stamina.
Yeah, stamina and energy.
Can handle the cold more.
Exactly. And, like, to have a change. I don't care. Next time I go to Coachella, I'm going to have a backpack. I'm going to have my cute outfit, and then I'm going to have my later that night outfit, like pants. I'm going to change into, like, warm jeans or something. I don't give a fuck. I will carry something. I'll carry a backpack. Just so that I, like, will make it through the night. It is way too cold at night. That's a pro tip, guys. I really think that you should bring, like, a change of outfit if you plan to do the entire day. Because, like, it is hot during the day, and then it gets really cold at night.
It's really hot during the day, yeah. But
yeah.
It gets a little chilly.
So I was, like, freezing cold. Because, like, the first year, Felix did this to me. This was Felix. He took the E, yacked, and then was like, I can't, like, needed to go home, and I took him home. This is my first year at Coachella. That happened. Second year was with you guys. The second time I went was with you guys.
Yeah. When we went in 2019.
Yeah, right before everything shut down. Yeah. This is technically, like, the next Coachella after 2019. Yeah. Yeah, but 2019, same thing. We got too cold and we wanted to... Did we even make it all the way through the night? I think we did, right?
Well,
we did, but it was really depressing, I felt like.
that was when, yeah, I think that was the night, like, Childish Gambino was playing or something, maybe. Was it? No, because Ariana Grande, I don't remember, I don't remember doing a lot of drugs that night.
I don't think so. I think that was that the second night?
I remember knowing from the night before I didn't want to feel like that during her set because I wanted to, like, be there for it.
I don't know why it's making me feel like that. Is it, like, is E, like, different these days? Or, like, can we just not handle it?
Doing drugs is, like, scary at this time with the, like, fentanyl thing and everything.
Yeah, is the fentanyl thing happening more and more often?
Yeah, people die from it all the time.
Well, yeah.
Especially from, like, blow. Like, you could just, like, be in blow and then you're dead in, like, 20 minutes.
You know, last time I was in New York with Emma, we did some blow. I don't know, it felt funny. And I immediately was like, or I can't remember. I think we, like, picked it up from some guy. It was just, like, felt sketch or something. And then it smelled funny. I don't know. I was just, like, feeling off about it. And I was, like, freaking out about it. And Emma grabbed, like, the emergency, like, drug kit or something, like, the OD kit or something. And it was, like, all prepared. But we survived. Yeah, I was really afraid of that.
fentanyl and stuff. But I don't know. I couldn't hang. This year it was my fault. I couldn't hang. We didn't even make it to see the weekend. I literally didn't see anyone. But it was dope having, like, you know, like, artist pass and everything. It was super cool.
Yeah.
Just, everything is free. There's free food everywhere. Free drinks everywhere.
Yeah.
And, like, all the cool, like, hangout spots. And, like, there's plenty of room. There's, like, so much room to, like...
I mean, I'm sure that's, like, it's artist pass.
And total, like, photo op moments. And, like, it's, like, super cute. And stuff like that. And I don't even remember what area. I was, like, kind of already drunk and out of it when we got into it. And then he had a private, like, booth area as well, because, like, their company was sponsoring it, so that's why they had those, like, special, because it wasn't technically it wasn't called an artist pass. I'll show you the pass. It wasn't technically an artist pass. It was called guest list, but you were in the same area as artist pass. Like, that's, like, same, yeah, like, you hang out at the same spots and everything, right? So it's the same access. It's just, like, you're on the guest list, as opposed to being, like, an artist pass. Yeah. So, I don't know, it was dope, because, like, we got to this booth, and then the guy was like, oh, like, where's your, like, pass or your thing or whatever? And then he didn't have his thing, and he was just kind of like, I'm a founding member. The guy was like, oh, okay, like, look here, come right in. And, like, I was like, because the security guard was, like, kind of giving us a hard time, because he, like, lifted up his wrist, and his pass was the one from, like, last weekend, and the guy was like, that's for last weekend, not today. Like, you need a new one for today. And but yeah, I don't know, it was a overall fun experience. But then he brought me back, and after we got back, nothing happened either this night. We just kind of, like...
Oh, shit.
Nothing happened either on the second night of us sleeping together. Well, I was, like, kind of feeling the E. I don't know if I only took half. I didn't even take a full one. I don't know if I puked it out or if I was still, like, already had metabolized it or what. But, yeah, nothing happened. We just, like, held each other and listened to music and had our own private concert. I didn't even frickin' see the private concert.
You didn't even have sex. It's boring.
Oh, but it gets to the sex. This is our second date. So we went on 2 dates. How many dates did you and that guy go on?
Only that one.
Oh.
I know, like, honestly, we could have gone on a second date, but I feel like I just kind of wanted to just, like, chill. I don't know.
Could have carried out your vacation romance. I'm all about the, like, what was that guy's name? Fuck, the guy that came and visited, the nurse.
What was his name? He could just be the nurse. I don't really remember his name.
Yeah, what the fuck is his name?
I actually don't remember what it is right now.
Neither do I.
It's really slipping.
Is it, like, something simple like Tom? Fuck. Ben! Told you it's something simple like Tom. A three-letter name. Yeah. I forgot why we brought him up. Why did we bring him up?
Wait, I'm trying to follow the train of thought that we went on.
Yeah, what the hell? How did we get here? Oh yeah, vacation love.
Yeah, vacation romance.
Like, Ben was a nice vacation. We didn't have sex, like... Did he come all the way here to have sex? Is that what happened? Did we have sex when we were in... No, we didn't have sex during the vacation in Mexico. I went to Portland, and then we had sex. I didn't know how bad the sex was. Like, I probably wouldn't have gone had I known. Like, that was god-awful. That was... God, I felt bad. He was married before as well, but he was, like, our age. He just, like, got married, like at, like, 22 because he was, like, super religious before. And, like, now he's, like, shunned from his... Oh, my God, I really want to tell his story. Like, that's a whole other story. He was such an interesting one. Yeah, no, so nothing happened day 3. And then next thing I know, I'm off to the Bahamas. Maybe this is another one of those, like, gotta fulfill the destiny type of things. So he went to the Bahamas, and I said no. He asked me to join him on the last day of Coachella. He was literally, like, right then and there. Because I got on the plane as well. Like, I drove him up to the plane. Like, my first time experiencing driving up on the tarmac to a plane and just, like, getting on it and, like, sitting. Nobody even asked me who I was, nothing. I just, like, got on the plane. You know, I was like, wow, is this what it's like? Like, I could just, like, walk in and just sit the fuck down. Like, and everybody's going to check your ID notes. Just like, okay, let's go. Yeah, so he was like, yeah, you want to go to the Bahamas? Let's go. And I was like, I can't because for Coachella, I left Remy here, and I just had someone come here and, like, take him out every day. For 2 days, that's fine for him to be alone here and just have someone come over and walk him. But for an entire week, I can't just, like, leave him alone. He needs to be in someone's house, or someone needs to be, like, staying here, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he would just be alone too much. So that's why I said no. I was like, I need to make some arrangements for him if I were to go to the Bahamas. So I came back for a couple days, like, got my shit together, got my nails did, you know, that kind of shit. And yeah, then I was like, I'm down, let's go. Night 1, destiny fulfilled. The first night I got there, and this wasn't even like night. I think we didn't even, this was like before dinner. This is before dinner, destiny was fulfilled. And you know what he said to me? He's like, so why? Like, why did we just have sex? I was like, what? He's like, yeah. I mean, he was like, I was trying so hard before and nothing. And tonight I was like, he was like, you know, this entire trip I wasn't even going to try. I was just going to, like, not even going to try to have sex with you this trip. I was like, bullshit. Where the fuck did the condoms come from? He was like, oh yeah, I just bought them in the store downstairs. I was like, yeah, how could you say that you weren't even going to try all week if you just bought condoms downstairs right after I arrived, upon my arrival? You know what I mean? I don't know what the deal with that was.
Yeah. No, it's definitely bullshit.
But it was definitely hot. I think I could sense the energy of like you know, like, if it happens, I'm not even gonna go for it. And I was like, I need to jump your bones. I think that's kind of true. What do you think?
I mean, I feel like I'm definitely, like, yeah, like, I've definitely chased guys that weren't, like, into me.
Yeah, it was hot. It was just like, okay, why are you not trying to have sex with me right now? Like,
What changed?
yeah, like, what happened? Why are you not? Oh my god. Okay. So, yeah, turns out he's fucking amazing in bed. Did I ever tell you that?
No, I don't think so.
Turns out he's amazing in bed. Like, as in, like, we have, like, phenomenal sex right off the bat.
Great.
I know, like, like, I was, like, so surprised. I was so, like, I was entering this kind of, like, unexpected, but, like, I was very wet. I was very, like, because there was a lot of anticipation, you know,
Yeah.
we're on our third date now. This counts as the third date, right? Like,
Yeah.
we're in the Bahamas. We're on our third date. Like, I'm ready to explore. But yeah, damn. And I was like, wow, what a good note. I'm so glad that I'm here for a few more days. You know, can you imagine if it was terrible? I don't know why I wanted to just get it. Maybe I should have waited till the last. But I think that's why I wanted to get it out of the way. So I was like, what if it is really good? Then I would have missed out on an entire week of it.
Yeah.
And if it's bad, it's okay. We can work on it.
We can work
Got
on
all
it.
week.
We have a whole week to work on it.
You and me, baby. Let's go. I don't know. I think maybe I just needed to get laid. Maybe because I was left unsatisfied after Harold. I didn't have my orgasm. So
Yeah.
it was time to, finally scratch that itch. And I think I had an orgasm. Yeah. I had an orgasm. That's why. It was good. Like, it was obviously, like, DJ action, but it was good.
I mean, yeah,
It was
still
it was,
extremely
like,
valid.
all sorts of right. And, yeah, then needless to say that this is the moment it was over. Madly in love. My damn hormones. What was it you were saying about the...
Yeah, it's like, I think you release, like, oxytocin or something, and it makes you feel bonded with the person you've had sex with.
Yeah. Right then and there. Game over. That's it. No, but it was fine. And for the rest of... You know what I was surprised by? I'm like... I don't know how you feel about this. He was not tearing my clothes off every single day after that.
Yeah.
That, like... I'm sorry. Like, at the beginning of a relationship, I kind of need that. Where it's like every chance you get, it's just like, oh my god, I need to, like, I need to be inside of you. Like, every breath you take, I need to be inside of you. Like, you know what I mean? Where there's that really eagerness, especially at the start. Because I think that we went a couple nights without having sex. And that, for me, is just, like, at a start of a relationship is unheard of. It's like, I'm having sex, like, left, right, and center a few times a night, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That, at least at the beginning.
Yeah.
This is literally when we just started having sex, and we were supposed to be alone for a week. Well, not alone, but we're spending the night alone together for a week. So you'd expect to, have sex every single day. I think there were a couple days that we didn't have sex.
Yeah.
So I was quite surprised by that. And then next thing you know, I'm going to SF with him. And this, I guess, counts as our fourth date now. We're more comfortable with each other now. We've spent a fuckload of time together at this point.
Yeah.
If you think about it. And the babes started coming out, What do you think about calling a person babe? Nicknames like that.
I don't know. It annoys me if because I'm like, you're not serious. If you're not serious about it, I'm like, don't call me that.
Emily, you're such a simp.
I am, okay? I'm like, don't fucking bring that shit out until you're ready to actually call me babe. No, get out of here.
That's so funny. You know why?
But it always happens, and I'm like, it always pisses me off. If it's too early, it pisses me off.
I am literally dying right now. You want to know why? I was literally going to make a TikTok that was going to say, guys, don't find it endearing when I call you babe. Or, I don't use baby. I find it baby icky. When I call you, babe or darling or doll or, I use a lot of those, honey or dear. I use a lot of those endearing terms. Do not be endeared by those endearing terms that I use. I use that normally because I'm too lazy to call you by your name. Your name is long. Or I just simply don't want to be calling out the wrong name. At some, a lot of points in my life, it's just, it's so much easier to just refer to everyone as babe. If we're sleeping together, automatically, you're babe. I don't give a fuck. I will call you babe as soon as you've entered me. You're now officially babe because we've had sex. Because I'm automatically like that. I just start calling a person babe. Hey, babe, can you, yeah. It's so much, because that's how I address you now, because we've had sex.
You're my worst nightmare.
And you know what happened?
This shit pisses me off. I'm like, don't you dare call me babe. Get the fuck out of here.
I also use honey and darling and dear. Babe. But yeah, and then he said it once, and then he was like, oh, that feels inappropriate. I'm going to go back to calling you Mackers. And I was just I wonder what he means by that.
Mackers.
Yeah, he calls me Mackers.
I feel people usually will call me M.
Yeah, M. Because M is shorter even than babe.
Shorter.
Yeah. I feel it's easy. But people's full, when you're Mackenzie is long.
That's don't say my legal name either. Calm down.
Yeah. So people, but I don't, I feel Mac with a guy that I'm romantic with, I don't really
I feel it's kind of friendlier sounding.
Yeah,
it
just sounds
I don't know.
homie Mac. It just sounds very yo homie Mac. You know what I mean? I feel all my friends call me Mac. Guy friends call me Mac.
Yeah.
I like Kens. A couple of people call me Kens. I like that. I find
that's
that kind of
cute.
Right? Kens. I like that. Kenzie.
That's kind of cute. Yeah.
Kenzie or Kens. Yeah. Where were we?
Wait, okay, yeah. So you pretty much, have you told, okay, I remember you saying something about the universal theory of love earlier.
Oh, yeah.
What was that about?
So this is on the, okay, so before I get to that, I just want to say this is yet another person that I've met. This guy that, the whole whisk me away guy, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm done talking that kind of.
Yeah, have you talked to him still?
Yeah, we're in touch, but
that's good.
Hasn't been, it's literally Friday since I got back. I wouldn't even be concerned if I haven't talked to him.
Yeah, I guess
it's only been 2 days.
I know, yeah. When did you get, yeah, you just
I got back 2 days ago.
That's
literally,
true.
I got back Friday. I went out the same day I got back. Dude, I was nonstop. I got home, I threw my fucking bags down, and I went out to dinner. And then I went partying afterwards. And then the next day I went to golf. And then I went to brunch with you guys. And then I went to that party. It was, today I just slept all day.
Yeah.
Anywho, it was jam-packed. Yeah, no, but all what the fuck were we talking about? Oh, yeah, the universal truth. So how we got to that was, this is yet another guy that's I'm not looking for anything serious. I just want something casual. I'm like, oh my, I'm ready to start punching every dude that says that to
I
me.
know. Please just don't talk to me.
Well, okay, you explain your reason for that, and I'll explain mine, because I feel like we're coming from slightly different places. So you go. Don't talk to you. Why?
I don't know. It's just like I just feel like it's a waste of time then. Like I don't really want to like and I just think it's douchey.
Why?
I don't know, cuz it's just like I don't know.
Yeah, because for me, when guys say that, it's usually like, bro, they're every single time a guy says that to me, they end up being the ones that want to wife me up. This is like a fucking like a thing. Every single time guys want to say that. And it's just like, why say that? I can keep it casual, bro. I can be even more casual than you can, dude. You want to see casual? Like, you know, and how dare you ask me that? How dare you just automatically think that I want something with you? Like, at no point have I deemed you good enough to be date worthy. You know what I mean? Like, I would not agree to date a guy unless I think that he's fit to marry. And if he's not fit to marry, why the fuck would I date him? Why the fuck would I say that, hey, I'm going to now devote all of my time to you and be quote unquote committed and taken and not explore my options, because I guarantee you there's better out there. I'm sorry, I am on the search for better always, and I expect the partner that I end up with to continue to grow every single day, and that's why I never end up leaving them for better, because every single day they become that better person. You know what I mean? Where it's like tomorrow they are that better person. They've already learned more. They've already done more. They've already this and that. So I don't need to look for it better. It's like, and I'm growing with them. I'm not going to just sit back and take the back seat and be like, okay, I'm going to let myself go. No, I'm going to be that better person tomorrow that you're looking for. I'm going to be that more accomplished person that you're looking for. You know, so I'm not afraid about the competition either, because I'm continuing to be better. So I'm not worried about what else is out there. So I don't know. That's the stance with people who are like, hey, let's just keep things casual. Yeah, let's fucking keep nobody's trying to marry your ass right now, right? You prove that you're fucking worthy to me. And then you talk about, let's not be casual. And usually they're the ones that end up being like, oh, like, are you seeing other people? Like, oh, yeah. Every single time. So, yeah. Being casual, guys, can I just also define that for all of you? Being casual means you can sleep with other people, and you don't ask them, oh, are you sleeping with other people? Because you're not being exclusive. That's the level before being exclusive, which means you can openly both be sleeping with other people, and it's not a problem. Like, that just needs to be said. Like, if you want me to be exclusive with you, then it's required of you vice versa as well.
I mean, yeah.
Like, so many guys expect it one way. It is ridiculous. So, you know what this guy said to me? This guy said to me that he's financially supported people before, like other people before. Mm-hmm. And he says that he expects those people to be exclusive to him because he's financially supported. He says that he's uncomfortable financially supporting these people if they're not exclusive to him. And I'm just thinking, like, also with this, like, I don't know if this is like trying to have a conversation, like a side conversation with me or something, but that's just something that wouldn't float my boat. I'm sorry. Like, I would not be exclusive to a person. Like, if I were to be in a sugar daddy, sugar baby situation, I wouldn't be exclusive to the person unless they are trying to look for a committed relationship like that. Well, I don't know. Maybe there could be an amount of money in this world that could buy my exclusivity.
Hey, I mean, he's basically doing the polygamy thing at that point. Because does that mean, like, that those...
Yeah,
like,
but I'm saying
if he's
that...
supporting all of these women, then they're all exclusive to him, so they're all dating him?
Well, yeah, in a sense where, like, you'd still get, like, treated like a girlfriend and everything and receive, like, financial support, I'm assuming. But for me, it would require a great deal of money. Like, that would come with a very, very big price tag for me to be one way committed.
I mean, yeah.
Like, a huge price tag. Because that is why. Why do you say I'm, like, for polygamy? For that. So that you can date better. You can date, you know, people that are in better financial situations, people that are more attractive, people that, you know, are more interesting, people that are, you know, like, more accomplished, all of these things.
Yeah, so it's basically like you're just splitting it with all the other women.
Yeah. You know? So, I don't know. For me... it would just come with a large price tag. Would you be able to do it? I'm talking like I'm talking like $50K a month.
Shit. Probably not.
$50K a month?
I don't know. I just don't think I would in practice actually be able to stay exclusive. Like I'd probably, especially if like they're busy and I never get to see them or do anything.
Oh, but you get like the best of the best, like sex toys and like everything, and you get like flown out all over the world, whatever you want, wherever, like, as in there's so much to entertain you. Like, oh, like you and your friends can be flown everywhere, and like you know what I mean, where everything
yeah,
else
I'd
is
probably
taken
want to
care
have
of.
sex with somebody at some point, like going somewhere.
Like you're still gonna have sex with him. It's just like not as often, you know. So let's just
like
say,
how often?
like you get to see him, let's say 1 in 5 days, right, of a year. That's what it would end up being, 1 in 5 days. So what's 1/5 of the calendar year? Do some math. Let's say you see him like 4 months of the year.
I don't know.
3 months of the year.
But then he's still also seeing other people. I don't know if I
Yeah.
can do this. No, probably not. I think we've already gone over this in the polygamy thing. No, I don't think I could. I would be so pissed off all the time. Like, yeah, you're fucking other bitches, and I'm just supposed to enjoy these beautiful places and not sleep with these hot guys. Like, what is this?
Oh man. Yeah, I don't know. For a lot of money.
I probably could for a little bit. And then it would probably get to me at some point.
Maybe. Yeah.
That's how I think I feel about it. I could probably do it for like maybe a couple months and just like go do my
But
own
I feel
thing.
like if you were really in love with that person, I do understand, like, if I really truly am in love with a person, I want to be exclusive.
I mean,
I
yeah.
have no urge. Like, nobody else, it doesn't matter how hot you are. It just doesn't do it for me.
Yeah.
When I truly am in love, like, I understand that I am just automatically exclusive. It's out of question. Like, nobody else turns me on. Because, why? Because I'm so in love with a person to the point where the idea of ever hurting them breaks my own heart.
Yeah.
Where, like, you just wouldn't want to do that.
Yeah.
You know, like, ever. It's just like, don't even look at me. Like, don't even catcall me because I'm a taken woman. You know, like, and I love my man. Like, that's how I feel when I get in that. So, yeah, if you ask me if I want to be a 1/5 situation and with someone that I love like that, yeah, I'm hands down. Count me in. But it's going to come with a fat price tag, like I said. If you want me to be 1 out of 5, yeah. Because I need to entertain myself. Like, what am I going to do for the other 6 months where you're not around? You know? Like,
Yeah.
you need to give me a lot of money so I can buy my happiness when you're not around. Oh, man. But, yeah, so the universal truth of love.
Oh yeah. Back to that.
We started talking. So, how do you define love? What is your definition of love?
I mean, I think there's kind of different loves. Like, there's unconditional love, and that's like, I feel like that's just like you would do anything for someone, like, unconditionally. There's no strings attached. And I feel like that's like parents kind of love. And then I feel like what stems off of that is, I don't know, love. I mean,
That sounds like familial love, yeah.
yeah, but I feel like love in a romantic sense, there kind of are conditions to it, definitely. Like, it's like, I want to be there for you and care about you and, I don't know, like, do everything I can for the bond that we have and, like, keep it, I don't know, something like that. But as long as it's, like, as long as there's still, like, this mutual, as long as it's still a mutual thing between us. I don't know.
Yeah, I think there's across the board. Love is love for me. There's just one, like, love, that deep, like, the word how I would define love, kind of in a similar vein to you in terms of the unconditional sense. Because I think when you truly get there with a person, this is what it is. It's when you put another person before yourself.
Yeah.
So that's like how you love your child. You would do anything for your child, you know, jump in front of a car, whatever. Same thing with like your family, your parents, whatever. And that, I think when you get to that point with a partner, with a significant other, where they come before you do, that is true love. And until you get to that point, you don't actually love the person. Like
I don't know
I
if I've
love
ever
you.
really loved anybody by that standard then.
Yeah, then you haven't really loved anybody, you know? Like, because I feel like I get to that point, and I can get to that point, like, rather easily with people, where it's just like, yeah, I love you, and because I think it's important when you love someone to also be able to let them go, where you need to love them enough to know that you're not the best person for them, that they can do better. You know, like that's the you know, the stark truth in some circumstances. And if you truly love someone, you would be able to see that and then just be like, I can recognize that, and you should go off to those bigger and better things because I can't be that for you. And that is actual love. So I think it's ridiculous when people are like, oh, I have feelings for you, you know, like this and that. And it's just like, you know that I'm better off with someone else. You know that, like, if you can't provide this, and that for me, yet you want me to be yours, it's wrong for you to want that. Because I wouldn't be the happiest with you. I'd be happier with someone else. And I feel like it's wrong for a person to ask you to be with them if that's the case. That's not true love. That's like what they call it. I watched this video once. It's called like fish love. I don't know. We got to look this up later so we can talk about it in the next episode because I don't want to embarrass myself and butcher this. But it's something called like fish love. I'm just going to give it a try. Fuck it. I'm going to give it a try. And then we're going to watch it. The next time we can correct ourselves, or I can correct myself. But it's like when people say they love fish, you know, like do you love lamb? What's your favorite meat?
Probably steak.
So what, you love steak?
I guess so.
You love steak? Okay. Do you love steak or not? It's a yes or no question. What do you mean you guess so? Do you love steak or not?
Yeah, I love it. I don't know.
I love steak. I love lamb. I freaking love lamb. But when you say something like that, when you say you love steak, what does steak come from? It comes from a cow, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like I love cow. I love lamb. I love sheep, whatever. I love the meat of those animals.
But then it's like, do you really love them if you're eating their animal?
No, exactly,
their meat?
though. Do you really, like, you don't really love the animal. You love to eat the meat that comes from this animal.
You love the flavor of the animal.
You love that's what I'm saying, that this is kind of like fish love, where you call it steak love or lamb love, you know what I mean? Where you love you say you love it. You're like, yeah, I do love it. This brings me joy. This brings me happiness. When I consume it, when I take from this, when I'm enjoying this as a commodity, not when but are you really loving it, though? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How nowadays when we use the word love, it often means something like fish love. Like, I love to consume, I love to take it and make it mine. It's possessive. There's an underlying possessive nature to that. Like, I'm going to consume and eat it, and like, this chicken is mine. I don't know.
Yeah.
Right there, you feel that underlying like possessive nature to this. So that's kind of like the fish love, where people are just like, I love you, you need to be with me. But it's like, really, do I, though? Like, if you really did love me, would you really want me to be with you?
Yeah.
You drain me. You take away from my happiness. You don't bring me the most happiness. I need someone who's maybe more caring, someone who's more attentive, someone who is, you know, who lives in the same city as me, someone who can call me every day, someone who will remember to text me good morning every day. You know, like, everybody has a different need. Everybody has a different love language, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, if your love language is physical touch and this person just cannot give it to you, maybe that person is better off with somebody that can give that physical touch aspect, you know?
Yeah.
So if I love them, I can recognize, like, hey, I will never be the type of person that will sit here and gush over my feelings. Like, baby, I love you so much, and like, every time I look at you, my world becomes a new universe, and you know what I mean? I'm not a words of affirmation type of person. So you're not going to get that from me. So can you deal with that? You're probably better, and you need that. So you're probably better off with somebody that will tell you all of those things and will give you that reassurance every single day. But it's like, the true love is recognizing that with somebody. And it's like, I don't think that every single person is a perfect match with each other.
No, not at all.
Yeah. So that's what I mean when I say I'm not in love, but I still love my ex. Like, I still wish the absolute best for him and care deeply for him. But I also recognize, like, him and I would be a disaster in a couple together, in a proper couple, like an actual life partner. We would be terrible together. But I also want us to be in each other's lives forever, and hope that he finds that person one day. you know?
Yeah.
And, like, I hope that I can help him look out for him and, like, make sure that it's the right person or this and that. You know what I mean? Like, I care for him. But it's not fish love where it's like, I love you and you need to be with me because against all odds, you know, you still need to be with me.
No, I guess I probably felt that with certain people. Like, where you just, like, care about them and you, like, just, And you realize that it might not be, it might not be you that's going to fulfill it. Yeah.
But it's fine. And it's like, I still love you and wish you the best.
Yeah.
And, like, and it still hurts, of course. It's not like saying, it doesn't hurt anymore. Like, everything's fine and dandy. I'm glad you're happy. I'm happy too. No, it's like, I'm happy for you, but it's also painful. But, like, you still do feel that happiness for that person.
Yeah.
You know, like, I think that is love. Where then you can also experience that happiness because that person is experiencing happiness, you know?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I get so pissed off with people when it is fish love. When it's like, we're so clearly so wrong for each other and you're just trying to make me yours. Because, like, oh, I really like you. I want to make you mine. But it's like that possessive nature of it. Like, if you really loved me and cared for me, you would let me be free. And you would let me find the best person for me. Because you can't fulfill what I need.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Then that's true love. So that's putting someone else before yourself. Letting them go. And not being possessive.
Yeah.
That's what I think. So there's that flip side to that. So what happened earlier today, this year, 2 people have professed their love to me this year. The second person did it earlier today. I was upset. This happened earlier today, and I guess we can. I just want to tell you the story, but I probably am gonna cut this from this. So my friend stayed with me. High school friend stayed with me.
Oh,
for the
professed
weekend.
His love?
Yes,
oh
he professed his love. Today I was like sleeping because I could feel it. You know when you can feel it? I hate it.
Yeah.
I hate it when I can feel this like looming energy of like, oh my god, like I just like love everything. You know what I mean? But it's like a very like I don't know why, but it feels like possessive and like neat. I don't know how to. Do you know what I'm talking about? Have you felt this before?
I think so.
It's just like looming. I could feel it coming closer and closer to me. So earlier today, like we ate together, and I didn't really want to be like, okay, this should be like the end of our time together, you know, like.
This should be the end of our time.
So I was just like, I'm tired anyways. So I got really high, and I was just like, all right, I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna go take a nap. So I take a nap, and then like. In the middle of my nap, I hate being woken up, by the way. You will not find a nice Mackenzie when you wake me up. At all costs, if you can avoid it. Avoid it at all costs, yes. Like, this guy wakes me up in the middle of my nap, like, hey Mackenzie, can I talk to you? I'm like, huh? Oh, yeah. He's like, oh, yeah, like, 2 things. One, I think I'm gonna go and visit my friends in San Diego right now. And I was like, yeah, okay, like, sounds good, like, do you need anything, like, like, bye, you know, and he was like, oh, yeah, like, second thing, you know, can I come in, Mackenzie, because he was, like, standing outside my door, and I was just like, I knew what was coming, you know what I mean, I was just like, I just knew what was coming, I was just like, this is really what I was just trying to avoid, I was just really hoping, like, can we just go through this visit, this visit, without this conversation. And he just goes, oh, you know, I've had a crush on you. Like, I have a crush on you. Or I can't, no, it was present tense. I have a crush on you. And I was just like, look. I just stopped right there. I was like, look, like, can we not do this? Can we just not make things weird? Like, please. All right. Thank you. But, you know, like, and because I was in the middle, I was not about to go off, but now I'm going to go off. Why? Why do that? Why say that? And then again, he wanted to bring it, after I stopped him again, he was like, oh, okay, like, can you walk me to the door? Like, I'm going to leave right now. I was like, okay, I got up and, like, hugged and said bye. And he was like, yeah, like, you know, I just needed to get it off my chest. I just needed, and I was like, yeah, look, I got it. Like, yeah, like, thank you for telling me. We're friends. We've been friends for a while. Let's keep it that way, you know? Like, I hope that we can be lifetime friends. That's kind of what I said. But what I want to go off about is just, like, Why do that? Why make that statement? That is so selfish, and that is so, like, that is not loving a person when you do that. Because right now, we're in 2 different cities. Okay, let's just say I turned around and I was like, oh my God, yay, yeah, let's do it. Tomorrow you got to go back to your city. Let's be together. Okay, now what? Let's figure out the logistics of this. Are you moving here? Am I moving there? Like, we're freaking adults now. I'm freaking 25 now. I don't have time for this. Oh my gosh, like, I feel good. This feels good. You know, like, as soon as somebody tells me they live in a different city, it's kind of just like, all right, off. My feeling, like, yeah, sure, we can go have fun and, like, party, this and that, maybe have sex, like, whatever. But my feelings towards you are off.
Yeah.
It's just like, I know it's not going to work out. My feeling, like, turn them off. Why even think about that? Why even go down that road? You know what I mean? Are you willing to move here tomorrow? No? Okay, then why the fuck have this conversation?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like, why? So that's part one of why I was annoyed. And it's just like, you've had years to do this.
Yeah.
We've been out of high school. We graduated in 2014. That's almost 10 years. We're at like 8 years now.
Yeah.
It's like you had 8 years of time to do this. Why this moment? This very moment you had to wake me up from a nap to do this. Why? Who does this serve? Yourself.
Yeah.
To me, it's just like a selfish act. It's like, okay, now you feel better. What about me? Why leave me with this?
Yeah.
Let's say I did have feelings. Now what? What, we're gonna have sex? We're gonna have kids? We're gonna get married? Like what? Now what?
Yeah.
There's no thought into this. Like what? So it feels like, oh, let me just stand here and pull my dick out and see what happens. It's like the equivalent of that. I don't know. I don't know why, but it was just because I was woken up from a nap.
I think it definitely is like, I think you're definitely right about it. It's like definitely serving the other person more than it's serving you or the person that they're proclaiming their feelings for.
Yeah, and it's just like you don't even know me.
Yeah.
We haven't seen each other in a long time. Like, you can't be like, oh, I have feelings for, you know what I mean? Get to know me more then. Why profess that? What happens after?
Yeah.
You know? If you truly, let's just say, so this is just for anyone out there that's listening, thinking about pursuing a girl. The correct thing to do in this, if you truly cared about the person, I'm not saying that he should do this and I'll fall in love with him, we're going to have kids. No, I do not want you to do this. Please, if you do listen to this podcast, don't do this. Because you've already, like, ruined the chance. Like, I'm sorry. I rarely give second chances. That's just how I operate. Because once something happens, the broken plate thing, I'll tell that. Talk about the broken plate thing in a second. But, yeah. So, how he should have gone about this, if he really, truly had feelings for me, okay, then start visiting more often. You know?
Yeah.
Just start, oh, hey,
You play
I'm
the
in the
long
city.
game if you really love someone.
Yeah, if you truly have, like, I have feelings for you and I want to make you mine in terms of I want to make you my wife. I want to make you my life partner. You are the person that I want to spend the rest of forever for. Then fucking do it. Just do those things. There's no need at any point to announce it.
Yeah.
Just start showing up. You know, okay. Could have been like, oh, in 2 weeks I'm going to be back. Are you free? Yeah, sure. A little bit more, like, you know, okay, I'm going to, you know, for this, I'm going to be here again. Oh, hey, do you want to go to Texas for a weekend, you know? Let's just slowly start warming that pot up or whatever.
Yeah.
Rather than just diving right in. Like, I just felt like, I don't know why, it just irked me. And it was just like, this is so not going to work out. Just please, just stop. Don't even. Like, I don't even want to hear it. Like, I don't even need to hear the speech of whatever. And even later, he was like, oh, you know, you've always been the prettiest girl I know. It's like, so? That's like, that does not, like, if you knew me, you would know that I say, being the most attractive person in a room doesn't make you the most interesting person. Doesn't give you any credentials, any qualifications, anything. It's meaningless. It's absolutely meaningless. I hate it when people tell me that I'm pretty. I find it's so meaningless. Cool, I'm good to look at. That's it. But I am so much more than that. If you can only see that the best thing to say about me is that I'm good to look at, that means you haven't even begun to explore the ocean of the wealth of things that I have to offer. Oh, she's pretty.
Yeah.
Like, that's why you like, fuck off. Like, get the fuck out of here. You know, like, That's why my favorite compliment is always like people who are like, I love your energy, or like this and that, because that's something anybody can be pretty. Like we talked about this. There's freaking 20-year-old people that are turning of age every freaking second that are prettier than we are. But I think that not many can match the energy, the personality, the good laughs. oh man. But yeah, that I was just upset. I was so angry. I don't know if it was because I got woken up from a nap though.
No, it's just a weird move, definitely.
Right? Like why the fuck? Why? I'm so angry about that. So many people are so selfish like that. I'm just like, you don't even know how to love. Like I can already see that. I don't want to be the person to have to teach someone. I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm looking for the right guy to just march right up. I'm not even interested in trying to change a single damn thing about a single person. Like, if the way that you brush your teeth irks me, I'm sorry, we're done. Like, I need to find someone who brushes their teeth the right way. This is why I'm going to end up alone forever.
Honestly, I've been thinking about it recently. I'm like, damn. I keep seeing so many... Wait,
What?
that reminds me. Did you see... I don't know if we want to cut his name out, but... status? Where he was like...
Divorced?
No, he posted this status on Facebook, and he was like... Women born between the years 92 and 94, you better start... If you want to have kids, you better start thinking about it. Like, you better start thinking about it in the next 5 years. You're gonna lose your chances. It's just like, yo, I did not need you coming at me today.
You can bleep his name, but yeah, he's a weirdo.
It's fucking crazy.
This is a fireside bonus episode style shit content.
Yeah,
Whoa.
I'm about to smoke this J and go to IHOP.
What do you think about lying on dating profiles?
Lying?
Mm-hmm. Like, have you lied on a dating profile?
Not really. I feel like I've, if anything, like withheld things because I don't want all my personal details out there right away.
Well, duh. Like, you only have so many, this time you only have so many characters, Emily. So obviously you can't share your entire life on your dating profile. But I'm saying, have you lied, for example, about your age?
No.
No. About, like, your height. You know what I mean? Like, I'm talking about those things. Like, about where you went to school.
No, no.
What do you think about lying in that sense? About, like, your age or your height, where you went to school, those kind of things.
I mean, I feel like a lot of people probably lie about their height.
But mostly guys or girls?
I feel like probably both could, but I feel like guys definitely do. Or they can.
So do you think that's, like, wrong? What do you think about that? Like,
I don't know. I mean, I think height is a little different than, like, school, because that's just, like, why are you hiding, like, where you went to school? Like, that's an odd thing. Like, that's...
let's say if they lied and they said that they went to Harvard, what would you think about that?
I mean, I'd be like, okay, I get it if you didn't get into Harvard, but, like, where did you go to college?
I would find that so gross. I'd be an immediate no for
like,
me.
I mean, yeah, it's just like, what the fuck? That's really weird.
What if they lied about their age?
I feel like older guys, I wouldn't be surprised if they do that, but I feel like it'd be kind of weird. I'd also be weirded out by that.
Yeah, how would you react to that?
I'd just be like, I would have just rather known your actual age, like...
Yeah, it weirds me out. It's like, why? It feels really snaky and slimy, like you're trying to lure me.
Yeah, that especially feels
You know what I mean?
a
Like,
little creepy.
you're luring me in by, like, you know what I mean? You're pretending to be a younger age.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
I don't know.
It's like you're playing as that age.
Yeah, and it's not like it's not sinister, but there's just, I don't know.
I would feel weird if I was, like, acting like I was 22. Like, oh, yeah, that's how old I am.
Maybe that's what I should do. Maybe I should just put that I'm 20. No, because I don't want to date a younger guy. Like, let's be real.
Yeah.
I could, like, let's be real. If I wanted to be having sex with, like, an 18-year-old right now, I could. I do not want to be.
Yeah, no.
That is not a desire. However, I have found a few quite attractive, I must say. But it's like I already know what's going to happen. They're going to be super inexperienced. They're going to, like, not know what they're doing. And, yeah, it's just not going to be a good time.
Yeah.
I'd rather not go down that path.
Yeah, just stay out of all of that.
Oh, so I was finally kind of proven wrong, actually, with this entire sex thing. So I used to live by the idea that guys are good in bed if they've been in a long-term relationship. I used to always believe that. And I often would ask guys on a date what their longest relationship was, because that was kind of like a foreshadowing to myself, like how good in bed they would be. So if it's like, 2-year relationship, I'm like, okay. So they kind of know their way around. If it's a 4-year relationship, then it's like, okay, so you've done some you know your way around a woman's body. Like they know, you know what I mean? But then the guys who have like not ever dated anyone, like have never had a long-term relationship, will be terrible in bed, and you'll have to like show them where like your clit is and like how to move and how to do things. It's fine. And yeah, that's always been my perspective, but I've recently been proven wrong. This guy that I slept with, he apparently he's been in 3 relationships, each of them for 2 years. So I was like, okay, I already thought that it would be pretty good in bed. Like, that's equivalent to almost being like a 6-year relationship, right? 2 years, that's a good time, each relationship. Like,
Yeah.
that's a good, like, can fully have explored each and every one of those partners. Good time. And he disagreed with me when I said that. When I was like, oh, that's why you're good in bed, because of all those relationships. He was good in bed. He's really good in bed. And he said, no, it's not because of that. It's because of how many people I've slept with, not because of, like, the length of time. So, yeah. I don't know. Have I been proven wrong? What do you think here?
I don't know. How many people has he slept with?
I don't know. Now I guess I gotta ask.
Yeah. Like,
I'm not too inquisitive. I don't like to ask too many questions.
I feel like if you're gonna say that, the next question is, okay, well,
I
how
hit
many
it.
is that?
Exactly. I'm just like, okay. All right. So you slept with that. All right. Well, because I don't want to ask that question because I don't want to be asked. I feel like that's why I don't ask. I'm like,
true.
I'm like, because what if it's like, yeah, I just don't want to know. Because I don't want to share. Don't ask, don't tell. Oh, man. But I think maybe I was disproven because this person had magical fingers. Like, let me be honest. I truly am not, like, the biggest fan of being fingered. I feel like for the most part, guys don't really know what they're doing. I find their nails suspect. Like you have to have really nicely groomed hands for me to want your hands inside of me. They need to be, like, well washed and sanitized prior, you know, like.
Yeah.
So for me, it's like getting fingered is not like my favorite of things. But not bad. Wow. Oh, you know what? I found myself saying wow, like wow, or not like that. Wait, wow. No, I just found myself saying wow a lot in like the last few weeks. So that was really nice. You know, just getting to say wow. I felt very much so like swept away. But also very much so like tied to reality in the terms of not feeling attached. You know what I mean? Like I lived very much so in the moment and I loved every single moment and lived all of it to the fullest. But I'm not so much like, oh, I want to see you again. Like it would not bother me if it's like, oh, I never saw you again. But it's like, oh, we shared a really nice vacation. We took a lot of photos.
Yeah. That's cute.
Yeah. And, like, I'm just, like, that was nice. Like, that was a good, in a bubble, in and of itself, experience that we've lived.
Yeah.
But apparently he's coming to LA, so gonna see each other. But, yeah. No. Oh yeah. The reason why I brought all of this up, he lied on his profile, his Hinge profile.
How old did he say he was?
26.
How old is he?
31.
Damn.
I need to check if it was 20. Maybe it was like 27. But 26, 27.
I was just like, I wouldn't mind knowing if you're 31. Like, that's not, like, I don't.
But what that says to me is clearly you're trying to get younger girls.
Yeah.
Like that, what that says to me is like you're trying to date girls that are in like their early 20s, and that's just skeezy and slimy to me. Because like somebody who's like 22 is not going to want to date someone who's 31.
Yeah.
But somebody who's 25, 26 would. You know what I mean? And I just feel like it's because they want to open themselves up to people who are 22, 21.
Yeah.
I think your mic is a little far from you. But, I don't know. I think that was kind of, like, gross to me, and then I confronted him about it. I was like, why did you lie about your age? And he said, oh, my friend made my profile.
Okay.
But then, now I just think that he's also even skeezier, because, okay, then why not change it? Why not change it back? Change it back to 31 then. Then stop lying. Be truthful now. Go on.
Yeah.
Right? You have access to change these things. If your friend made it for you. It's not like now you're like unable to change it and you're locked in forever.
Yeah.
Or it's like not like, oh, you don't know how to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Lied about where he went to school to.
Did he?
Said that he went to Stanford.
Where did he go to school?
I don't think he went to Stanford. I never really confronted him about that one. Yeah. So I'm like, I think man's just trying to get laid. But like, props to him. I had a good time. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna complain. This is good. I enjoyed myself.
Yeah.
But yeah. I was just very like kind of grossed out and like icked out by it. Maybe that's why I don't have like any feelings.
Yeah.
'Cause guess what? He updated his profile. So before it was let's go to Coachella, now it's let's go to EDC.
Shit.
So it's like if you can change that one line, you can be honest about your age. You can change your age to your real age.
He still hasn't changed his age.
Never. That's why I know. I was like, don't even lie. Like, oh, my friend made my profile. Guess what star sign he is?
What?
Guess.
Scorpio?
No. I knew you were going to guess that. What's the next one you'd guess after Scorpio?
Virgo?
No.
Gemini. Two-faced!
Gemini? Damn. Geminis.
Have you ever been with anyone who's lied on their dating profile? Not that you know of, right?
Probably not. Like, not that I know of, at least. I'm trying to think of.
Oh, man. No, it was interesting, and I see the two-faced nature of the Gemini now. Like, I'm also, like, a little bit conflicted, but it's also a little sad. Also, I don't know. I feel like there's a whole host of emotions. Like, we spent a lot of time together, and took a lot of photos together. Like, now that I don't know why, we just took so many photos together. Like, I could make an album. Like me and my ex have. I think I might put it all in a little photo frame. Yeah. It's nice, this little pocket. I'm ready for my next love adventure.
Yeah.
I think I want to go to Miami. Show my titties down in Key West. Like that Mac Miller song. Cue Mac Miller song. Oh, man. What else? Oh, yeah. Another thing. Another huge ick. People who unsend their messages on Instagram. I get those notifications all the frickin' time. this message has been unsent by the user. This message has been, like, literally out of nowhere. What does that show to me? That shows that you took your time to go and find our message thread, to go find those messages and unsend them out of nowhere when I have not been talking to you. Like, why? And it's like, if you've said something, why not stand by it? Why then, like, take it back afterwards? I've had so many, like, weird people unsend their messages. And it's like, people get notified. They know when you're unsending a message. So what happens is, there's this one person that unsends their message and then sends me a message immediately afterwards on multiple occasions. So it's like, bro, I know that you just unsent your last message and then resent me another one. Why did you unsend your last message? It's because I didn't read your last message. So you didn't want to seem like you sent so many messages. But now in my head, I've already counted that you've done this 3 times, meaning that you've been like texting me 3 times unanswered, unsending your message, then resending a new one. I'm like, that just that's like 1,000 times more eager than just simply double texting. That's so much less eager. I've had this happen on multiple. I don't know why. It just icks me out so much. That's a huge ick for me. And people who, for example, if they texted you and you don't respond, then they go back and they like one of your old messages, that icks me out too. It's like, just say something. You know?
Yeah.
Put the effort in. Like, hey, you know, what about this? Just say something. Like, fuck, that irks me out so much. I'm irked. Anywho. Those are just some of the things that annoy me via the internet. You seem pretty high. Anything to add?
I don't know. I don't think I have a lot of people unsend messages to me.
I'm like, why do people do it? It's so weird. It gives me such weird energy.
I think I've definitely had random guys message me and then not, like, I don't answer and then they unsend it, but
I get those notifications all the time. Like, all the time, out of the blue. Hema had this one instance where a guy unsent every single message he's ever sent to her. This guy was a Scorpio. So it's like, bro, you took the time. That probably took like an hour of your time to like go there and like unsend each and every one. Or maybe he was just like doing it over time slowly. Maybe that's what somebody is doing to me. Like, slowly over time, they're unsending our entire message thread. That's why I keep randomly getting those notifications. Ugh. That's why I couldn't with the comedian. It gives me such like needy, like weirdo, possessive energy.
wait, he like unsent messages to you?
Yeah, he would unsend messages and then like send something else. And then he would do that like liking an old message to get me to like, because that like gives the notification and bumps you back to the top. It's like, why not just send another message? Like, hey, gonna try this again, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. Just like weird energy. Like, just, can't cowardly.
Yeah.
Like, if you have feelings, just like say it, or I don't know. Dude, I'm such a fucking like, what is it? What is it? Fuck, when you go against yourself. God, I'm so high. What's the term?
Contradict?
Yeah, what, contradictory?
Yeah, contradictory.
I'm so contradictory. I literally earlier, I'm just like, don't tell me if you like me. And now I'm like, if you like me, just say it.
It's a fine balance.
Oh my god, I'm the worst.
It's a fine balance between the two.
I'm gonna be single forever. I'm the worst. Where is my man? We've gotten to that point of the night. Where's my man? I need a man. I don't know where he is. Gotta keep looking. I'm awful. I don't know what my man's gonna be like. Like, who I'm gonna end up with. I have no idea what that guy's gonna be like.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for IHOP. I should have just ordered it.
The bones are crackling.
just have ordered IHOP. Should we order something? It's just cold outside.
Is it? Oh, yeah, I'm kind of cold in here, honestly.
Yeah. It's cold.
What is this? Isn't it supposed to be getting warmer?
Should we order something?
I'm trying to order IHOP.
Yeah, maybe. Actually, it'll probably take a long time
I
because the
know,
person has to
like-
park, go get it, drive over here and park. Right? That's what's gonna happen. And our
I know,
food's gonna
it
be
honestly
cold.
would be a lot faster to just go.
Yeah. Alright, let's do it.